Hey y'all, what's up? It's your boy Jacobert64 in the house. And today I'm doing a movie review. I know I've already ranked this series, but I decided it's October. Let's get some horror movie reviews out. Even though I've done already horror movie reviews this year, I want to give some more out because why not? It's the original Hellraiser movie. Came out around like 1987, I think. And although I'm not wearing my Hellraiser shirt, um I was planning to. I do want to show you this little sticker. I got this at Louder Than Life. I didn't even go though. I don't go to that kind of stuff. Honestly, I don't like all the screaming and yelling and like all that heavy metal crap. That's not my kind of music. So there's gonna be spoilers and obviously my opinion. And we're only talking about this one. We're not talking about this one today. I don't actually own. These are the only two movies I own, but I don't own them separately. So yeah, you get to see this one even though I'm not talking about it. So yeah, let me scoot up. So it starts out with Frank getting this box from this random dude. He's messing with it, and all he literally does is like, oh my gosh, I actually need to go grab something. Although I don't own the like box from the movies, this is kind of this is a little close. I mean, it's like shaped like it. So he's like messing with it, putting his little finger on it and stuff, and boom, oh, oh, and then I'm getting chained, Pinhead, no, and now he's suffering. So years later, Larry and Judith, they're at they're at his house or something. They're like, "Hey, let's move into here." And she's like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Yeah, why not? It's pretty. It's got like 3 floors. It's a nice house actually." So she gets convinced, but she goes into the attic, I think, or no, not the attic, a room. She sees these pictures, and she's like, "Oh man, I remember that night when I was about to marry Larry, and I made out with Frank. God, I love Frank. I wish he was still alive, or something like that." Yeah. So, and then you meet Christy, who's has an apartment. I think she even has a job. Yeah, that's right. And he's like, "Why don't you come live with us? No, you don't need a job," or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of weird because most parents would want you to like, no offense, leave their house when you grow up. But he's like, "No, stay at my house. Don't live in that apartment." But hey, yeah. These dogs, but I like dogs, but they're barking. So yeah, we and then he's like pulling the bed up, and a nail hits his hand, Larry's. Funny to think about because Doug Bradley, aka Pinhead, he plays him throughout like the first 8, and he's gonna play him in the video game that's coming out. I will try and play that. Yeah, funny because the whole reason this whole movie happens is because of a pin, and this guy has or a nail, and this guy has his whole head is full of them. So I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know if anybody else pointed that out or anybody else thought about that. See, he runs up there to the attic where she is at because she's like having this flashback, some more of the flashbacks of making out with Frank and whatnot. Um, the blood soaks it to the floor, and then later you get this, and like a couple minutes later, you get this really cool looking scene. Practical effects are amazing in this movie. I mean, good gosh. I mean, Freddy Krueger's face, like the look of him is really good. But so is this practical effects in this movie are amazing. They are so good, even though this movie is almost 40 years old. It really looks good, still to this day. So awesome up for them. So yeah, he's like, "Julia, it's me, Frank. You gotta go get, you gotta get me flesh so I can get some my body back because he looks like an old rotten zombie." So yeah, she basically her plan is like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bar, a kind of weird looking bar. I mean, honestly, it's not even like dark, yeah, and it's like daylight, like you can see the whole sun. Kind of a weird bar, and she's like getting drinks, Here, I'll use my cup actually. She's like getting a drink, and then she'll try and get a guy drunk, I guess, and then make him go to the house, go in the attic. Well, the plan is to have fun, if you know what I'm saying. But she sends him up to the attic, and they're like, and the attic is just a there's like just a chair, a window, um, some rats squeaking, and I mean obviously Frank is up there, but outside of him, it's not really. There's nothing much up there. Up there, they're like, well, this ain't no fun, and she's like, well, I prefer to do it on the floor. Okay, and he's totally. Oh, and there's a hammer. That's what she uses to kill this guy. So yeah, he gets killed, and he's getting more flesh. He's like consuming his flesh, his blood to make him look better. And yeah, she does this multiple times. And one part is that okay. Let's talk about Christy some more and her job. So she's got a boyfriend and stuff. And you don't see him much in the movie, but he's not that bad. You see this homeless guy. So there'll be this homeless dude. Well, he looks homeless. Um, and he's like just staring at Christy, and she's working at her job. It's like a pet store, and you'll just see this dude eating like roaches and like bugs, and she's like, "Get out of here!" Yeah, and when Larry and Judith are just like laying in bed, let's just say that Frank is there now. He looks like a red skull, like just you can see like flesh, like all he needs is really just skin. So now he's looking a lot more normal, although still not normal. That makes sense. He's about to kill Larry, but she's like, "No, don't." He's like, "Well, I need somebody. Get more." And so she does, and now he's got um almost is getting his skin back. He's closer and closer, but for some reason he didn't. I don't think he showed this. They're asking, "Why are you here, Judith?" And like, "What's going on?" And she's like, and he's like, "The Cenobites. This dude, this is the lead Cenobite, by the way. They're gonna get me. They're coming for me. They're looking for me. I can't go out in public looking like this." And he, for some reason, has this box. Not this, but a box. He's like, "Don't touch this. This is a pathway to bad things. I did it all myself and I regret it." Or something like that. So yeah. But when Christy sees Frank for the first time in like the skeleton red skull looking, she gets the box and she throws it out the window, grabs it, and runs away. But during that, she passes out. So now she's at the hospital. The doctors are just kind of useless. They're just like, yeah, just stay in bed. And they don't even hardly check on him. Her. Whoops. They're like, yeah, okay, you're good. Kind of crappy doctors, if you ask me. And she's like playing with the box. Oh, wow. So cool. I figured it out. It opens into you know, Pinhead's area. And basically this giant creature, I don't know what it's even called, but it's like chasing her, and she's like running. She barely escapes this thing. Pretty scary and intense. If you ask me, that would be terrifying. And she's trying to, and because she can hear the thing in the wall, she tries to mess with the thing, like, yeah, 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 yeah. That actually made it worse because now this guy is here, and so is there's like one just called Female Cenobite. Chatter, he's pretty cool. Probably the second best one. And Butterball, this like fat, ugly thing. Guess my uncles are just having a good time. Um, yeah, so they're at the hospital. And she encounters Pinhead for the first time. And he's like, Yep, you're with us now. And she's like, no, Frank escaped you. Frank Cotton. And he's like, okay, well, we'll need proof and we'll need to see this, and maybe I'll let you go. Maybe. So yeah, she runs to her dad's house, and there he is. And he's saying, oh, Frank, we put him down, basically. Mad dog. He's gone, he's dead. She goes up to the attic, boom, there's his body. Larry took care of him. So when she tries to leave, Judith is stopping her, and then she's like, nope, get out of here, you creep. And then Larry's like, come on, come to me. And then was like, uh-oh, this is bad. Scratches his face, and actually Larry, no, he's the dude, he's the dead body upstairs. This is Frank. He's taken over his skin, and now he's after you, Christy. So she tries to hide. Oh, by the way, Frank just stabs her, Judith, and yeah, she died. He She really stabbed her in the back. Well, yeah. She's running. She's like, oh crap, hiding. And by the way, this guy hears like every single noise. Like this, he heard. And for some reason, when maggots, so there's a dead guy by her, and maggots fall out, he's just like, walks away. And then she decides to go out of that room and start crying, which was really stupid of her because it's not like, okay, just because he left one room doesn't mean he left the whole house, genius. I would have stayed hidden, at least for a little bit, and then maybe try to make a run for it or grab a weapon. Why would I start? Why would I leave my hiding spot and start crying? I get her dad is dead and her stepmom, but still, her stepmom tried to kill her, and her dad is actually dead. But I would be crying during, not in a hiding spot. Just dumb of her. Oh, but Pinhead earlier says, oh, we want the man who did this. And she's like, no, you can't have him. That's my dad. Well, she goes back into that room, and Pinhead and the Cenobites are there. And they chain him up, Frank, finish him off. He's gone. You don't even really get to see him die. It's just like for a quick 2 seconds or like a split second, which was kind of lame. And then she's like, and then the female Cenobites, where are you going? And she's like, oh crap, I thought this deal failed. So she gets the box from Judith, this dead corpses, and Pinhead's there. He's like, don't touch that. And she's like, I'm down. Hey, female Cenobite, I'm down. Hey, Chatter, I'm down. Although Chatter would just be the whole time. And oh, her boyfriend's there now, and he's like and the whole building's collapsing, her house. And he's just there trying to help, and Butterball just like the ceiling collapses on him. They didn't even have to use a box. And then the giant creature gets down, and when the house is burning, they throw this in there. But the homeless guy literally grabs it, starts getting burnt, and he's this like giant bird skeleton dragon. And he takes the box and he flies away, ending this movie. So it is a pretty good movie. Let's start with the positives. Practical effects are amazing. Really like them. Pinhead is great. The Cenobites are good. Christie's a good main protagonist, and so is Larry, and Frank's a pretty good. All the characters are likable. Maybe except the Doctor, but he's barely in this movie, so. Yeah. Got some decent gore and stuff. Yeah, it's just a really good movie. I mean, it started really Pinhead. I mean, technically it didn't because there was Hellbound Heart like a year before it. But this really went up in popularity and really started the Hellraiser series. Really brought it to light. No offense to people who read Hellbound Heart before seeing this movie or anything like that, but this really helped make this series popular. Let's just say that. Um, Music's pretty good. Definitely not as good as Halloween or Friday the 13th music or like Chucky music or like It music or Jigsaw, but pretty good music for this series. I really do enjoy the music. Practical effects are amazing. I've already said that. Acting's good. Likable characters. Decent gore. It's not like bloody, but it's got some gore. Good amount of blood. Decent amount. It's not a very long movie, so it's not like slow or boring or dull. Any negatives? I got a couple. One. Um, it does seem like this movie did not do much with Pinhead. I get that they're trying to avoid him. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want to go see this guy coming after me. I mean, look at him. I'd get smoked. He'd just gonna chain me up instantly. But they didn't have much screen time, which some people will actually prefer because it makes them more scary the less you see of them. In a way I can see that, but I think they need a little bit more. Um, I know I said there was a good amount of blood, but maybe a little more blood would have been nice. Um, I wish we got to see more. Judith is. Oh, and by the way, when I'm talking about gore and blood, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the kills. By the way, that was a negative, a little bit. They didn't show too much blood when they were getting killed. Like when you see Frank and you see the one dead body on the floor, yeah, that's a lot of gore. That's a lot of blood. Just to clarify that, those are really good um, examples of good amount of gore. But sometimes they'll just get hit with a hammer and there'll just be like a little blood, just a tiny bit. It's a little lame. Yeah. Another thing is I don't really like their weakness. I mean, when she's messing with the box pin, it's like, no, don't do that. Obviously, if you tell me not to do that, I'm going to do that. Obviously. I know you don't like it, so why would I just be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let me suffer. No, I'm not gonna do that, Pinhead. Should have been like, oh. You should have been like, huh, you really think that's gonna help you? Like, don't tell her don't do that. Then you're gonna do it. Um Another negative, I'm not a fan of Judith, honestly. I mean, she's a good character, but really? You're gonna try and kill your stepdaughter? Your husband for a dude that died like 20 years ago. I know she said no at first, but then she's like, yeah, let's just do it. My gosh. What a psycho mom. No wonder Christy doesn't want to talk to you at all. What a creep. And all she wants to do is hang out in the attic. I get why. Like, it's very important. It's very for her and Frank. But, like, you never see her. 99% she's in that attic, bro. Um, yeah. Yeah, this is only 93 minutes of a movie, so it's not long. I recommend this original Hellraiser movie. I think it's pretty good. Um, I don't know if it's as good as Hellbound Hellraiser 2. I actually need to rewatch it. So I don't know if I said this. This is my second time watching this movie. And I know I already did a ranking video a year ago, but my opinions may change. And besides, why not go into depth? Because in that ranking video, I talked about the movies, but I didn't full on. I didn't get to go into details. Now I can by reviewing this movie. So yeah, I'd give it like a 4.25 out of 5 stars. It's a solid like 8.5 out of 10 movie. It's not a perfect movie or a masterpiece, but it's a pretty solid movie. Oh, and before I end this, in case you're wondering, how much progress I made on this book Stephen King, Doctor Sleep. I'm not saying this will be next time. Next time will probably be this. And yeah, I am on page 360. Yeah. In case you were wondering how far have I made it into this book, I am on page 360. And so it's like 740. So yeah, I got a long way to go. And before I end it, let's just throw in a little cameo of these two guys. Yeah, they're kind of part of Halloween, I guess, because like there's some creepy moments in this show. But I don't think I'll do any videos on these guys. But I guess I could show them because I just wanted to. That's the honest truth. So yeah, I recommend the original Hellraiser movie, and I don't recommend the Hulu one or Revelations. Oh, by the way, I will rewatch Revelations to do a review on it, and it's gonna suck. Let's all be honest with ourselves. So yeah, see y'all, and goodbye. God bless you.